Welcome to my space. I'm Nat. The process of making this video was totally new to me. I hope it tells my story well. I enjoy everything about role-playing. Role-playing to me is building and creating characters. I take on these characters and immerse into a setting. There are so many places to uptake role-playing, so many places to self-immerse. In fact, you can roleplay anywhere. I've been a role-player for over 24 years. I always found peace in immersing in single-player games. Getting hold of my first Grand Theft Auto, I entered the world of Los Santos, San Andreas, and couldn't wait to explore. I'd walk among the NPCs like I could befriend them and wishing for deeper connection. I always wished someone else was there to join me. It goes beyond just playing games with someone else. Escape to them, and they don't feel quite alive without others alive in the world with me. I've grown older and immersed into new worlds. Find total comfort in them. Found friends. Community. The world's always very similar. The people always different, continuously exciting to meet. I often just immerse in these populated worlds on my own character's terms. For me, I find peace in this type of self-immersing roleplay. Make my characters go for a jog around the block in sweats. Take a bath once home. Smoke a joint outside of her apartment building. When excitement is needed, she takes to the hills, off-roading where she feels free. She's far beyond what little is seen here. It is a true art form to craft characters. All the conflicts, excitement, and daily ups and downs, I find a place for on a character's blog. I enjoy storytelling this way, and I find it relaxing to de-stress down from how they could feel. Get that character's unspoken emotions out, a depth that adds to characters that voice chat will never convey quite the same. The best performance you can give as a role player is when you are fully immersed into your role. The stories you decided to make before even a single stutter of a word. For a long time, I felt scared to share my stories. Characters who are now retold memories, not capturing most of who they actually were. It took me a long time to master a balance with my love for roleplay. When I roleplay, time goes away. Pain eludes my mind, reality becomes forgotten, and I'm now somewhere else. In real life, you could say a girl who loves fashion is immersed in her own hobby. She finds peace in standing in front of a mirror, planning out how to create the next piece of art draped over herself. She isn't just a character, however is immersed in what she loves. Sometimes people find it enjoyable sharing things in common with a character. One is a fictional character, one is a real person. Making characters can become quite addictive, finding new interesting ideas to create and play out, finding a role that you most enjoy. I can create a character who writes and draws, an artist. As she draws, I begin to scribble. I found comfort in learning this way. Immersing my character somewhere with her own little book while I doodled along with her. What is she looking at? What is she drawing? Made me think. Roleplay made drawing possible for me. I learned meditation through roleplay, which turned into a huge hobby of mine in reality. Promoted me to begin teaching it to others in the worlds my character has lived in. My photography grew without me even realizing as the years went by. Me trying to capture moments my characters went through turned into me realizing I really love photography. A character took up influencing, and through that I found my art spiral into what it is today. I kept challenging myself to be able to produce better for my characters and to better storytell. It led me into videography, and here, something I never imagined for myself, not till it was achieved through my characters. When I had a camera and attempted to try photography in real life, I was scared. Scared of what? I often ask myself that. Anxiety and what you feel inside are valid, whether you feel dumb about it or not. Regardless if your own body is unable to do it, your character can. Roleplay has been an outlet for me to explore comfortably. I feel like an alien more often than not, waiting for a UFO to finally show up, It beat me up because so many things about myself feel odd. The only time I felt like a normal person was, ironically, when I was pretending to be someone else. I let my mind ponder away, creating a whole, fully fleshed out person, fictional, yet alive. Alive to me. I find as the years go on and my worlds to visit shrink, so does the pool of interesting cast. I feel like my most favorite thing in the world is dying. The dying art of roleplay. Grand Theft Auto 5 has been out since 2015, and 5M is forever evolving, so what has changed? Sometimes I question what my own definition of what roleplay is, then remind myself I'm not alone here in this mindset. Not alone in thinking roleplay across these worlds is going into a state of decay. I know we all are worthy of so much more. You aren't just putting clothes on a character, you are crafting their own unique style, their impression to others around them. You aren't just making money, you are trying to set up a character's future. You aren't just building a house for you to store junk in, you are building a character's home so they have somewhere to live. What is your character's plans for the future? Mechanics in the game are supposed to support the roleplay that should already exist, built to help players further immerse and build more realistic characters. Something in the older days games didn't even support. So, here is the wondrous world of roleplay. From my perspective, the art that comes from just characters existing, just how vastly different they all impact the worlds they have lived in. He isn't just a stranger with no time to say hi. He is someone's coworker who shares the same space as them in their off time. That woman and her rider may be unknown to many. She owns a speakeasy, open to many to read poems, share stories, feelings to a room awaiting to hear, awaiting to feel something real. He wasn't just a gangster on the grind. He showed true loyalty when it counted, a story unseen, nor ever expected. She isn't just singing songs for clout. She is an artist, center stage in front of fans, writing and producing a real expression of something she has felt. He isn't just a restaurant employee who serves the best pepperoni pies. He's a businessman looking for his real purpose beyond retirement. He isn't just a man wearing a mask. He has a past, a history like anyone else around. These weren't just players goofing around on rooftops. They were clients, co-workers, friends. He wasn't just a man met at a saloon. He would have taken a bullet for those he trusted. Who are they beyond what my characters see? How are my characters seen? Because she doesn't just love off-roading. She's mastered her ability to control her vehicle. She takes herself soaring to feel free of something she runs from. She isn't just a local to pass by and ignore, totally drowned out to a figurative sea. She's a writer, working on her next novel to thrill the state. She isn't just a woman dancing. She's a raver, lost to the music in this club, body drifting in motion to a DJ's curated playlist. Who even was the DJ behind the music she was so moved to? She wasn't just addicted to moonshine and fried chicken. She was dealing with betrayal and a broken heart. She wasn't just riding a horse. This was her loyal friend, who was always there for her, right till the very end. The world of roleplay is open for people to explore all different types of expression, emotion, stories going through all waves of life. For many, roleplay becomes their safe place for their own self-discovery. Characters expressing real things out through their own fictional lives. It's slowly defining who they become later in their futures. The girl who enjoys fashion and pours her soul into making the next shocking statement with her newest outfit is praised. Why is one person celebrated for their achievements in real life, while many of us are never seen as artists ourselves in our alt realities? Those who seek to truly become role players are their own artists. Never forget that. I crave story. I thirst for depth. I seek something that develops and feels rewarding beyond a level up. a hopeless romantic for fictional worlds and those who live within them. One that feels real, and isn't that the point? To achieve feeling so immersed, and for a brief moment, alive, as the character you put effort into giving life to. Find the beauty in becoming a part of the world your characters live in. Never know what connections you're racing to find, only to miss. Your own next story might just be a Zoomer call away, even with 6 cars in your character's bay. You may not notice a difference, though look around. Remember, you are the main character of your own story. Don't let others trick you into being a side character to your own destiny. What skills do you think your characters could teach you? Where will you explore with your characters? To remove everything you could have them achieve. The story you deserve will come the more you invest into your role. Believe me when I say, the universe will provide. Don't just play a game. You'll find it so greatly rewarding, relaxing, scary, empowering, freeing.